So we're off to see Jeff and pick up 3 Healeys. One, I believe, is lovely. One is a reasonable user, I think. And one wants a bit of love. Charlie's coming, which is good because he can move the cars on and off and all the rest of it. But anyway, the 3 Healeys, to get 3 from one stable is something a bit special, I think, yeah.
Not too much stuff, Jeff.
You're right there. You should see the other garages.
Jeff Young has had a decades-long love affair with Austin-Healeys. He's had 15 of these most British of sports cars. But now it's time to thin his Healey herd.
We're looking to move to be nearer to our children and the grandchildren, and I've got 2 cars left to restore. So with selling these, it'll give me a bit of cash flow for moving to a new home and to restore the last 2 cars. OK, lads, push it. That should do it to get the green Healey out.
Jeff's letting 3 of his Healeys go.
The one in the grey primer is a Healey 1955 Healey 100 BN2 model. Only ran it for 1 year. The next one is the green left-hand drive rally replica. That's a 1956 106 with a later Healey 3000 engine. And the third one is the red and cream original right-hand drive 1964 Healey 3000. The green one came to me just as a rolling shell. I decided to change it to a rally replica. It's a 1956 car, and over the years sort of put bits and pieces to it, such as the rally wings, the louvered bonnet, quite rare as well because this split is only fitted to the first few Healey 106s.
Next for the chop is his 1955 Healey BN2.
This has got a real strange history to it. The car itself was exported to Tangiers in 1955. The person who bought it must have had a lot of money, and how on earth could you drive a Healey 100 in Tangiers in those days? This car came in from the United States. It is 95% complete. There's nothing fancy about the Healey 3000s. You know, I know Derek doesn't like them very much. The Healey 3000 was always known as the hairy-chested man sports car, right? And Derek doesn't have any hairs on his chest, so that's the top and bottom of it. He doesn't think it's the right car for him. It's a nut and bolt rebuild. The car itself has been off the road since, I think, 72 or 73, and this is the original right-hand drive car. So over the last 10 years or so, I've gradually got to grips with it. Since this engine was rebuilt, it only has 89 miles on the clock. It still needs to be run in. Derek has viewed it at about 50,000. I'd like, if possible, to get a bit more for it, but we'll see on the day. My green one, he said it'll fetch 30 all day long. We're a little bit loggerheads with the Healey 100. His valuation is less than mine, so I think I'll have to wrestle him over a pint of Guinness or something. But if I could clear 100 for all 3 of them, I'd be happy. Such a classic look for the 50s and the 60s. You just can't believe that those cars did 126 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in just over 8 seconds. In 1964, it must have been just jaw-dropping for anybody to have that type of car then, considering what was around. He's Santa's 2 little helpers.
Jeff Young's Healeys are about to be spirited away by father and son team Paul and Charlie.
Jeff.
Paul.
How are you?
Not bad for a lad, you?
Not bad for a young'un.
You looking well? Have you been ill?
What we got then, Jeff? Talk to me.
3 Healeys today, Paul.
Yeah, I think they're great, aren't they? I like Healeys. They're true British...
sports cars.
Sports car, muscly car, aren't they? They're
now, if you remember what I told you yesterday about why Derek doesn't like them, right, and why Paul does, the hair in the chest. That says everything.
Where are we on money, Jeff?
If I get 100, Paul, for the 3 of the sale, that would be fine.
You're doing cartwheels round the green?
Yes. With no clothes on.
Only one of the Healeys is currently running, so Mathewson Muscle is the order of the day.
How's business, Jeff?
Erratic.
Up and down?
I wish it was erotic.
Straighten up.
That looks spot on to me there, Paul.
Yeah, we'll get that.
I'd be surprised if you don't get 1 or 2 of them sold, Paul.
Yes, so would I. Yeah.
Where are you going to find another 3, though?
That's the thing, innit?
Spec.
This way a little bit, Charlie.
Need to be over this way a little bit.
That's a spot.
That's the one.
Which is your favourite, Charlie?
This one, I think. Yeah. I don't know why, it's just different.
It's that exhaust in the sill, that's why.
Yeah, probably, yeah. It's the white circles on the doors. I think that finishes it off. No, I like that one.
Charlie, watch yourself, because these guys are taking no prisoners.
There you go. That'll do it. Whoa, back, that'll do.
The last drive. Let's get a photograph of them before they go. And let's hope we don't get a photograph of them coming back.
Good, right, we'll get out your hair.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Jeff.
No, thanks again.
And fingers crossed.
Adios. I've had second thoughts. All off.
There you go, Jeff.
Bye, everyone. And there they go. The red, the green and the grey. I think they went red, white and blue, isn't it?
According to the vendor, an absence of chest hair means Derek isn't a fan of Austin-Healeys. Turns out he's wrong.
Wow, how about that? Look at her. She's nice, isn't she? Yeah, what is it, 106 by the looks of it? What a beauty. Looks as though it's metal and all. Feels like metal. What do you think, Iris? Do you think it's metal? And here we've got 104. Woo. Don't they look lovely when you haven't got a windscreen on? That rake, beautiful, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, lovely project though, that. But the guy who buys this, and his budget at the moment is like 15 grand maybe or something, you know? Because he's going to work his nuts off on this old car, turn it into a right nice thing, and then it'll be coming back on the market at 45 grand. Ah, now, 3,000. Now then, this is the one that's wanted, of course. This is the 3000 Mark III. She's lovely, isn't she? Yeah, nice car, lovely colour combination. I don't know a lot about them, but I admire them, and all I do know is that they're regarded in the trade as like the last of the muscle cars, really. You see virtually no ladies driving a Healey 3000. This one will do. Silly money out there, advertised prices, but 40, 45 grand. The R-finish one, 15 grand, I'd have said. The 106, 25-ish, something like that, maybe a little bit more. Looking forward to seeing what they really make, because the reserves is almost academic, isn't it?
Are Healeys quintessentially British, then?
Definitely, without a doubt. Very British, upper middle class, really. You know, the guys that bought these were like stockbrokers and, you know, and solicitors. Robbers, mainly. That's basically what they are, robbers. They were the ones that could afford these sort of cars. To be honest, nothing's changed. It's much the same. It's still them buggers that seem to be out to buy them, like, you know. The Coleman works all his life and, you know, pushing his readout every day and that, carrying coal and all the rest of it, he can't seem to get past an MG midget like that. There you go.
Healeys.
Oh, yeah, look. That'll make a lovely car, that. Don't you think?
It's got a really pretty... It was my favourite car when I walked out of there. That would be the one I would choose.
Oh, the green one's my favourite one.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, in rally trim.
Austin-Healey 100, what about that? Cracking bit of kit, that one. Whereabouts? 10 I've got, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14. 14,000, 14. 14 and a half. In bare metal, ready for paintwork. Well, very nearly. All done then, 14.5, can't do it, got more on my sheet. 666, ooh, devil, sign of the devil. 1957, Healey 106. Now, I've seen this, is like semi-race trim, isn't it? Whereabouts then? 20 I've got on here. 20, 21, 22, 23,000, 23. 23,000, 24. 24, 25 I've got on here. 26. £26,000 we're going to submit. 26,000, provisional.
Have we got you down as bidding 26 on this here Austin-Healey? The guy I picked it up from's got £30,000 on as a reserve. Is there any movement on your 26? Because I don't think he'll take 26. Yep. OK, mate. Yeah, that'll do me. Yep, we'll speak after the weekend. There you go. Ta-da. I think there's some mutual ground to be found, but not till Monday. which is fair enough because he's away, so that's fine. It's fine. So, and to be honest, it's Saturday night, and we've done 700 lots, and we're about ready to go home. Yeah, my hip's killing me, so I've had enough.
Austin-Healey 3000 Mark III. Whereabouts then? Where are you going to be on that? Where? 35, 35, 6, 7, 8, 38, 39, 40, 40, 41, 42, 43, 43. All done then, 43. 43,000 only, 43. Got more on my sheet, I can't do that one.
Post-auction, cars are heading off to their excited new owners, but some are marked return to vendor.
It just seems a bit funny, doesn't it? 3 Healeys from the same stable and all 3 are having to go back. Whether it's value, desirability, I don't know really, but anyway, probably a bit of both. We can't house them forever, so sadly they're going back home, yeah. We don't have that many go back really, but from time to time, you can't win with them all, as they say, can you? But anyway, they're on their way.
It's a bit of a strange time at the moment, in as much as the vehicles have dropped a bit in value, and vendors are still working on the old figures, whereas they're going to have to sort of modify their expectations. So, you know, we feel bad about it, but we can only sell stuff with customers bid. It's simple as that. You know, we can't do any more. And these are prime examples, these cars. Healeys have been overpriced now for a little while. At the moment, they're way down. Yeah, they're right good straps, these. At the end of the day, they're going to fetch what they're worth. But it's like houses, isn't it? I mean, none of us like estate agents, do we? And estate agents comes round and he says, oh, you get 300 grand for that, easy. 6 months later, you ain't had someone look at it yet. I mean, when you drop it down to what it's really worth, 250, then it sells. Same thing, isn't it? That should do. There you go. I don't think she'll go anywhere. Bloody gloves, I hate them. Can't work properly in gloves. I never could work in gloves.